What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazy Shot. Bringing you today a fully decked out AS VAL. Hey, what's up, guys? You already know how I like to do it. I'm gonna show you a little quick footage of the gun so you can test it out. Well, not necessarily test it out, but so you can get an idea of how it shoots in rays. So check it out with the Valde scope magnifying, which is I just actually started using the Valde. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, man, and hit that bell as well so you can keep up with our weekly videos. And also check us out on Twitch. We are live usually weekly, Instagram and Twitter. I post weekly on Instagram, stream daily on Twitch pretty much, and then Twitter, I do Twitter. So check out this gun. The recoil on this gun, I think it's a 48. It's ridiculous, dude. This gun shoots like a laser. The only bad thing to this gun is the fact that the mags run out real freaking quick. But it's on point. But the one thing I do know about with the laser and the Valde, when you're shooting this gun and you have the Valde you're aiming, the bullet's going to hit wherever the laser's at. So if you're aiming, shoot for that. All right, now let's get to building the gun. So here, you're going to go to buy the AS VAL. You can, I put the muzzle in there as well, but you can just get the gun itself without having to buy the muzzle. So the price, I know it says the price tag on that is like $214,000, but it's not necessarily. So there you go. You got the AS VAL right here. If you buy this AS VAL, then there's like two pieces from the list that you necessarily don't need. So, but I still put them in the video, you know, just so you can get an idea. So there you go. You got the AS VAL right here. About what? 80 grand from Proper. If you have it unlocked. If not, get it from the market. You'll probably find it cheaper. And then after the AS VAL, you're going to go for the AS VAL pistol grip buffer tube, which it looks like a grip with a little buffer tube. Exactly what it sounds like. So you're going to go ahead and grab that. And after that, we're going to go for the standard rear sight, which you don't necessarily need it if you're going to use an iron sight, but that's really it. I just added it in there because it's always been in all my guns. And then now the B-3 mount combo where you can add your laser lights and whatnot to it, and also the NC start, so you could put the canted sight. The Bellamo PK06 reflex sight, you know, that's my favorite. That's kind of like the metal and sight. Everybody uses that, really. It's freaking amazing. We're going to run a canted sight because on stream, people have asked me, how do you put a canted sight on the AS VAL? And I've always wanted to know, and I finally figured it out. And there you go. So after you get the PK06, we're going to go on over to the HKE1 stock for the AR. I think it's like a 39 recoil on there with a positive 3 ergonomics. You're going to slap that stock on there here. And then after that, you're going to go for the NC Star backup mount. That's in order for you to be able to put the canted sight on your AS VAL. It's about, what, 32 USD from Peacekeeper. Right there. And then the next thing we're going to go for here is the SVD low side mount. That's actually the best mount for the AS VAL. So your scope is not like sticking all up and looking all stupid. So that's about 9 grand. And then after that, you're going to go for, see, there we go right there. The SVD, or the SVD low side mount, yes. After that, you're going to go for the VSS barrel, which I told you earlier. If you bought the gun itself without buying the stripped down gun, then you don't need this. But if you got just the gun completely stripped down with no barrel, then you need it. And after that, you're going to go for the Valde PS320. That gives you 2 variations, a 1-time scope and a 6 times. And then, of course, with all my builds, you're going to see an X400 tactical flashlight because I believe in lasers and flashlight for when you're in dark areas and maps. And then we're going to wrap it up with the Zenit RP1 charge. Doesn't really do anything, but I think it gives you 1 ergonomics on your gun here. So now we're going to go on over to build the gun. And then we're going to speed it up a little bit because you guys get the idea. We're just going to speed it up and get right on over. So I'll start with the vital parts. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A fully decked out AS VAL. Now we're going to take this bad boy into the hideout so you can get an idea of how it shoots. All right. Here we go. Whoa. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the hideout. Okay. Let's go on over here and test out this weapon here. As you can see, you got the flashlight for night. Well, not necessarily night, for dark areas. Laser. You could do combination. Let's check the gun out real quick. Only bad thing I don't like about it, when you switch to your PKO6, it's you have the Valde right there, but it doesn't really affect it. But as you can see, this gun is a freaking laser. You don't necessarily need a hand grip at the bottom because it still shoots freaking. Look at this. Hip firing. Hitting the target on point. Here, I'm going to test out the Valde in a second so you can see what I was talking about as far as aiming. You have to aim. You have to, so wherever the laser is, that's why I use the laser, because the laser hits, and the further you shoot, the more the laser will line up with your shot. And I think if you increase your sighting range, it shifts as well. See, as you can see, it's hidden right on the laser. But when I shoot up close to the closest target, it's going to shoot so far up compared to where I'm actually aiming. So I use the laser as my point. Oh, no, it's actually going to shoot lower. See? The laser is kind of at the bottom, so the bullet is going to shoot where the laser's at, actually. See? Check it out. You see? It's hidden right on the laser. So keep that in mind when you're using the AS VAL, to always put your target's head or wherever you're planning on shooting on the laser itself. So there you go. We're going to do automatic just so you can get an idea. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A fully decked out AS VAL. Hope you enjoyed the video. And make sure, drop the comment below. Let me know what you think and what gun you'd like to see. And make sure you follow us on all social media. Thank you again for watching the video. And stay tuned for the next video next week.